Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to my physics class. Today is your first class of your science book. I will discuss on chapter 7 and name of this chapter is the earth and gravitation. Look at the pictures below. What are you observing? In the first picture, a ball is falling in the downward direction. In the second picture, a boy is jumping but he cannot go off very much. And in the third picture, an apple is falling from the tree on the earth's surface. What is the reason of this phenomena? Why the ball is falling in the downward direction? Why the boy cannot go up very much? And why the apple is falling on the ground? The earth is attracting them towards its center. Therefore, they are falling on the ground. This attraction is called gravitation. So, our today's topic is the earth and gravitation. Let's start now. Gravitation. What is the name of this scientist? The name of this scientist is Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton was an English mathematician and physicist who is widely recognized as one of the most influential scientists of all time. Newton discovered gravitation when he saw a falling apple while thinking about the forces of nature. Newton realized that some force must be acting on falling objects like apples because otherwise they would not start moving from rest. Newton called this force gravitation. Every particle in this universe attracts each other with a force. This attraction is called gravitation. That means in this universe, everybody or every particle attracts each other towards their center, and this attraction is called gravitation. The attractive force that exists between any two particles in the universe is called gravitational force. That is, every particle in this universe attracts each other. This attraction is called gravitation, and this attractive force is called gravitational force. Gravity. The attraction between Earth and any other object is called gravity. That means attraction between any two body is gravitation, but if one of them is earth, then this gravitation is called gravity. Example, attraction between table and a chair is gravitation, but attraction between a table and earth is gravity, and attraction between earth and gravity is also gravitation. So gravity is also gravitation. Here attraction between earth and football is gravity, and we know attraction between any two body is gravitation. So here attraction between earth and football is also gravitation. So gravity is also gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. Every particle in this universe attracts each other with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses. and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. This is the law of gravitation, that is Newton's law of gravitation. Every particle in this universe attracts each other, we know it. This attraction is known as gravitation with a force, and this force is known as gravitational force. And this gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of their masses. That is, this the ratio of gravitational force and product of their masses is same, always same. Proportional means their ratio will remain constant. That is, the ratio of gravitational force and the product of their masses will remain same. This is known as the proportional to the product of their masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That means the product of gravitational force and square of the distance will remain constant. Suppose two homogeneous spherical body, the mass of first body is m1 and the mass of second body is m2. Attractive force between these two bodies is F, and distance between these two bodies, that is distance from the center of these two bodies, D. We have to measure this distance from the center of the spherical body. So m1 is the mass of the first body, m2 is the mass of the second body. Their distance between these two bodies T, and attractive force between these two bodies, that is gravitational force, is F. Now according to this law, we can write F is proportional to m1 into m2. That is, if m1 and m2 is increased, F will be increased proportionally. That is, if m1 into m2 is increased 2 times, then force will be 2 times. If the product of m1 and m2 is 3 times, then force will be 3 times. That is, the ratio of F and m1 into m2 will remain same, and when distance is constant. And the second part is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. That means F is proportional to 1 divided by d square. This is known as inversely proportional to the square of the distance when m1 and m2 are constant. Here, product of force and square of the distance will remain constant. So we can write from this to F is proportional to m1 into m2 divided by d square, or F is equal to g m1 m2 divided by d square. Here g is a proportional constant. If we want to remove the proportional sign, we need a constant. So this constant g is for the proportional sign. Here g is the constant of proportionality, and this g is known as universal gravitational constant. And from this law, that is F is equal to g m1 into m2 divided by d square, from this law we can say if the product of m1 and m2 be 2 times, then force will be 2 times. If the product of m1 and m2 is 3 times, then force will be 3 times when the distance between them is constant. And if the distance is increased, then force will be decreased. If the distance be 2 times, then the force will be 1 divided by 2 square, that is 1 by 4th. If the distance be 3 times, then force will be 1 by 9th. So if the product of their masses is increased, then gravitational force will be increased. If the distance between the two bodies is increased, then gravitational force will be decreased. If the distance between two bodies is decreased, then the gravitational force will be increased. We know the product of F and d square is constant when m1 and m2 are constant. So with increasing m1 and m2, gravitational force will be increased, but with increasing distance between them, the gravitational force will be decreased. And here is the constant of proportionality, and already we know this constant is called universal gravitational constant. Suppose mass of the first body m1 is equal to 1 kilogram and mass of the second body m2 is also 1 kilogram, and distance between these two bodies is 1 meter, and F is the attractive force between these two bodies. So according to this formula, F is equal to G. Here m1 means 1, m2 is also 1, and d square, that is d means 1 square means 1. So F is equal to G, 1 into 1 divided by 1, or F is equal to G. That is, the value of G is equal to F when mass m1 is equal to 1 kg, mass m2 is also 1 kg, and distance between them is 1 meter. Then the attractive force is equal to the G. That means this attractive force is known as universal gravitational constant. When m1 is equal to 1 kg, that is, the attractive force between two bodies is of having mass 1 kg and distance between them 1 meter, then this attractive force is universal gravitational constant in magnitude. And the universal gravitational constant means this the value of this constant will remain same in everywhere, in every condition. Under every condition, in every situation, the value will remain same. Therefore it is universal gravitational constant, that is, its value will not be changed under any condition, and it does not depend on location, country, medium, or any other thing. In all condition, under all condition, the value of G is same. So it is universal gravitational constant. So universal gravitational constant G, the attractive force between two bodies of masses 1 kg is, and separated at a distance 1 meter is G in magnitude. That is, the attractive force which acts between two bodies of masses 1 kg and distance between them is 1 meter. And this attractive force, that is attractive force between two bodies of masses 1 kg each and distance between them is 1 meter, is 6.673 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. This is the value of universal gravitational constant G, and this value will not change under any condition. In the universe, everywhere in this universe, the value of g will remain same. Evaluation. Look at the picture. Here, mass of the first body is 4 kg. This body is P body, and Q is another body. Its mass is 2 kg, and distance between them is 3 meter. Attractive force between these two bodies is F. Now, answer the question. 1 number question. The attractive force between P and Q depends on the masses of the objects. 2. The distance between them. 3. The nature of the medium. Which one of the following is correct? A. 1 and 2. B. 2 and 3. C. 1 and 3. D. 1, 2 and 3. Think it and answer the question. Our correct answer is A. 1 and 2, because the attractive force between two bodies depends on their masses and distance between them, because we know the attractive force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So gravitational force depends on masses of the objects and distance between them, and gravitational force does not depend on the nature of the medium. So A is the correct answer, 1 and 2. 2 number question. If the product of the masses of the two objects becomes 24 kilogram square, what will be the attractive force between them? A will be half, B will be double, C will be 3 times, and D will be 4 times. Think it and try to answer it. And correct answer of this question is C, will be 3 times, because here mass of the first body, that is mass of the P body, is 4 kg and mass of the Q body is 2 kg. So their product is 4 into 2, that is product of their masses is 8 kilogram square. And if the product of the masses of the two objects become 24, now the product is 24 kilogram square and previous product of their masses is 8 kilogram square. 8 kilogram square and increased product of their masses is 24. 24 divided by 8 is 3. That means product of their masses is increased 3 times. So attractive force, that is gravitational force, will be 3 times. If the product of their masses be 3 times, then gravitational force will be 3 times. If the product of their masses be 2 times, then gravitational force will be 2 times. Here product of their masses is 8 kg. If the product of their masses becomes 24 kg, that means 3 times 3 into 8 is 24. So gravitational force will be 3 times. Now homework. Why G is called universal gravitational constant? My dear students, please try to solve this question. Thank you very much.